Hey guys, Anger Billy here, and tonight I want to talk about the situation that's been furthering into from a officer killing a innocent African American into what is now a huge riot that is happening throughout states of America and who knows where else. Um, I want to point out that I'm not making this video just to get views or likes. So if anyone thinks that, then you can all go fuck off. But this is definitely a really bad time for everybody. A lot of businesses are being destroyed that shouldn't be tampered with. Um, these people are going after the wrong places, and I'm gonna tell you guys a story. So about me, a lot of people. I am a very misunderstood person, right? Misunderstanding person that a lot of people doesn't get. But this is about me, okay? This is about a man who died due to a police officer that thought he was a complete badass and just wasn't right. It still isn't. Third degree murder. It's not a good charge. I mean, I can understand the outbreak, why people are outrageous about that. It's definitely understandable, but they're targeting the wrong places, and that shouldn't even be targeted in the first place. And you kind of have to ask yourself, I mean, what are they trying to prove, prove a point of, but I understand their frustration too at the same time. Like, you can't just let someone get away with that. Like the mayor of Minneapolis said, if that was you or me, even, we would have gotten locked up, and the key thrown away. I agree, I agree with that statement. Like, that's definitely accurate. We would have been locked up. Any one of us who had done that, we would have been, you know, thrown into the prisons, possibly for the rest of our lives. It's ridiculous, and there's a lot of hate crimes out there, there's a lot of racism, and the word love doesn't exist anymore. Like, there is no love or passion or respect out there. There's just so much anguish, and we have to kind of ask ourselves, did we ask for this in 2020? Did we ask for 2020 to start out this way? I mean, we're only in the middle of this. This is not over yet. This is long from over, and we're still going to be going into another year with possibly things getting even more chaos, and it's getting stressful each time. Now, one thing I do want to point out is that I used to tell, some racist jokes to friends. They knew I was joking. A lot of people knows that when I say this, I do not I am not racist. But I want to also point out that I used to think that African Americans of today should not have gotten offended over words that were yesterday's words, like the M word. But in due time, I realized that's not the case. They have every right to be offended, and even more so. Like, there is still racism, and it's not even just their ancestors that had to deal with it. Now they have to deal with it, and they should not have to deal with that shit. Like, we should wake up and realize that we need to start loving each other instead of just continuing this ongoing violence towards and hate crime towards each other? Why can't we just wake up one day and just love each other? Just love thy neighbors and, you know, treat everyone the way you want to be treated. That's the whole point of this. I mean, is that really hard? You kind of have to walk in their shoes to understand them. And what I mean by them is each other, anyone. You have to walk in anyone's shoes just to know what they've been through, what they're going through, and if they're still going through. So it's time to wake up. It's time to realize that we need to make that change. We can't just rely on other people to make a change. We have to just look at ourselves, take a long look at ourselves, and just think to ourselves, do we need to change? Do we want to make this change? Will we make this change? Because something's gonna give. These riots, these hate crimes, the crooked cops, the people who are rioting, it's not getting better at this point. It's getting worse. It's wrong. All of it's wrong. So, it's been Anger Billy here. This is what I think about what's happening at the moment. I do hope everyone stays safe and everyone. So please, if you don't have to go anywhere, or if you're in a situation where your area's on a riot, just stay safe and just try and stay at home, okay? All right, this is Anger Billy here signing out. Be careful, guys, okay? And stay safe.